Hey everybody, what's going on, man? What's going on, people? Listen, first and foremost, I just want to extremely apologize for not jumping back on this channel as soon as I could, but I lost my password. I don't know how that happened, but lost my password, couldn't gain access into my email, and couldn't gain access into YouTube, but by the grace of God, I finally retrieved it, and I'm back. Welcome to Nobody Gave Us a Handbook. I'm your boy Jamar, and if you're new here, let me just quickly introduce myself. My name is Jamar. As I just mentioned, I'm from Jacksonville, Florida. 31, getting ready to turn 32 years old on the 19th. Shout out to my Leos, y'all already know. Big season, big Leo season. Lionsgate portal opened up, and if you guys don't know, if you're into energies, if you're into spirituality, getting more in tune with yourself, definitely do your research on the 8/8 Lionsgate portal. This is about cleansing of energy. This is about going after what you're passionate about, exploring your more creative side. So, and just raising the vibrations all in all, you know what I'm saying? And I feel like at this point in time, with the way that the world is going, we need it more than ever. So, yeah, big season, big moments to get in, big time to get in tune with yourself and things of that nature. But I'm here because I gotta get some stuff off my chest, you feel me? As you guys may know, I have my little boy, Kingston. He was born on December 24th, so he's a Christmas Eve baby. And, that journey, it ain't been easy, y'all. I've been going through it, trying to stay as positive as I can, and trying to really navigate fatherhood and staying sane, working, and just the whole 9 yards. And one of the issues and the reason for this topic is a word called narcissism. And in this day and age, it's like these words like anxiety and depression and things of that nature, they've just become like the hottest topic to throw around and to misdiagnose people. And you really don't understand how detrimental it is to misdiagnose someone because you had a bad experience with them, if that makes sense. And so the reason why I'm jumping on here talking about narcissism is because I've actually been labeled as one. Yeah. And so with me being labeled as one, I had to do some complete research, educating myself on it, because yeah, I know I'm not perfect. In my previous videos, I talked about my anger and, things of that nature and things I was just weaving through with situations in my life. But that word narcissism, we ain't going for that over here. You feel me? That's a huge word. And what narcissism is actually a personality disorder. And it's built up, accumulated over the years of childhood traumas, different situations that you've been in that have been traumatic that you haven't released yet, and adulthood traumas that have happened over the years that you haven't released yet. And so based off the research that I found out, is that what it does is it creates a lack of empathy for anyone that the narcissist targets. It creates a lack of accountability for anyone that the narcissist targets. And I just so happen to be that target, and we're going to do this with love. We're going to do this with care. You know what I'm saying? Because the person who I'm referring to does know who, you know what I'm saying? I have love for that person, and deep, deep love. And I'm going to try not to get emotional on this video, but, it's just, like I said, this page is a form of therapy. Let me get it off my chest in hopes that somebody else who's going through it can also, take these words of wisdom and these words of advice and, make themselves a better person out of it. So, yeah, so that word narcissism, it has came up quite frequently in, during my journey of fatherhood and things of that nature. And the first rule of thumb that I've learned about a diagnosed narcissist is that's the first thing that they want to do. They want to accuse the person that they're targeting of being a narcissist, only because they don't want to take any form of accountability for their wrongdoings and shortcomings. Now, me personally, like I just told y'all, I'm not perfect. I have my issues. I've talked about, my past with drugs and alcohol. I've talked about my anger. I've talked about, even what happened to me as a child, being molested. So I really have no form of, let me backtrack. I really have built myself up. Let me just put it that way. I built myself up not to stay in a victimized mentality. You know what I'm saying? And then I don't know if you can hear it, but I got my meditation music and things of that nature. And, but not staying in a victim mentality and taking accountability, y'all, there is so much growth in that. When you can say, yeah, I fucked up. Yeah, I got anger issues, but I'm going to take accountability, step one, and then I'm going to put forth the effort in making sure that character trait, which is a bad character trait to have, I'm going to adjust it. And it may not get adjusted overnight. It's going to take some therapy. We all know therapy is expensive. So I jump on YouTube and I watch as many anger management videos as I can. I watch relationship advice videos as I can because I love to love, and you know what I'm saying? I love to have someone to love, but the thing is, I can't love you if you're not giving me the same, pouring into my cup like I'm pouring into yours. And back to that word narcissism, they don't do that. They do not do that. Okay? So some initial red flags that I've just experienced and I'm just sharing with you guys is if you're an empath and you're a selfless person and you constantly you find joy in giving and just wearing your heart on your sleeve, giving your shirt off your back, the whole 9 yards. A narcissist doesn't see no limit with that. You feel me? And as heartbreaking as that is, you will find yourself depleted. I mean, drained of, just energy and, just what you, put it like this. You, by the end of it, whether you're in a relationship or a friendship with a person, you end up with less than what you came in with. Let me put it like that. You know what I'm saying? And from the gate, and this is just talking about my experience, I was giving, and then I overlooked the red flags. Why isn't that same energy being given to me? You know what I'm saying? Why isn't, not even just in materialistic things. I'm talking about just the love and the utter support. You know what I'm saying? Like, we are all trying to get through and navigate through this crazy thing that we call life. And when you link up with somebody and you're in love with that person, you're supposed to match each other's energy. And a narcissist doesn't do that. They want you to match your energy, want you to match their energy. But if it's something like, say for instance, a character flaw that you notice in your significant other, you bring it to the table. And you let them know, hey, I didn't like what you did or how you acted in this certain situation. A narcissist isn't going to take heed to that. They're not going to try to understand where you're coming from, because in their mind, they don't see nothing wrong in their actions. And this brings me back to me being labeled as a narcissist, and I ain't going for it. Because when you present something to me and it's a character flaw, I used to have a tough time of hearing about myself because I used to want to be perfect. I mean, just a well-rounded man, and just really loving everybody, and the thing is, what I've learned is me doing that and carrying that on, I didn't have any boundaries. And once I started setting boundaries for myself and really started healing myself and knowing what I bring to the table, when it was time for me to say, okay, I've done the healing, I've done the work, it's all out here on the table, you can see it, ta-da, you know what I'm saying? It kind of was like just staring at me. And I'm talking about the person in my story, just staring at me like, okay, and what else you gonna do? And so you kind of get your wheels spinning. You're like a hamster on a spinning wheel. And you're like, I don't know if you ever seen those cartoons or those shows where it's like, say for instance, a baby is crying and a parent doesn't know what to do to stop this baby from crying. So they're running in with the baby bottle. Baby still crying. No, I don't want it. So they run out. They run back in with a pacifier. No, I don't want it. So they're spazzing out, and you're bringing all of this to the table to help with a solution, but nothing is working. Nothing is good enough. Nothing was ever good enough that I did. And again, we're not talking about materialistic stuff. We're talking about spiritual growth. We're talking about, working on your mental health. We're talking about getting closer to God. We're talking about going to therapy. And I ain't gonna lie, I had to push a few pennies to go and sit with a therapist just because I wanted that one-on-one. But all of those things, those efforts that I made, didn't equal up to shit. You feel me? So that is what kind of like a little small snippet of dealing with a narcissist. And let me just pause right here. The reason why I'm going in on this is because I know my Facebook and Instagram friends are tired of me posting the memes and tired of me, speaking on this stuff. But it's a very serious issue if you ignore the red flags, because you don't want to end up like me. There's a thing called soul ties, and when you love someone as much as I love this person, you still have that form of attachment to want to see them heal. You still have that attachment of wanting the best for them. You still have that attachment of hoping that they would recognize these character flaws that they have just as much as you did. Because mind you, you're not bringing nothing you're not asking them to do anything that you haven't done. You're just asking to match my energy. You feel me? So that goes on, and the reason why I was posting so much is because it's a serious matter, and a lot of people ignore the red flags until it's too late, and then they're getting hit with this title, this label, and you're like, what the fuck is a narcissist? You do the research and you look and you actually analyze it, and it's the person that's labeling you as the narcissist that's doing the narcissistic activity. And it's really a trying time for me to help release this person, and officially, God knows it's hard, but to release this person and actually, but the easy part is I don't wish them no harm, no foul. You know what I'm saying? I've grown tremendously throughout all of this just with educating myself. But I see how crippling it is to have this character flaw. You feel me? I'm a person, I pride myself on being positive. I pride myself on, being loving, showing love. A lot of men ain't doing it in this era. So I'm trying to really stick out like a sore thumb. And the fact that this label has been brought upon me by someone that I've showed an ample amount of love to, an ample amount of support for, it hurts. You know what I'm saying? We as men, we got feelings too. And I cry. I can't tell you how many sleepless nights I've cried. I prayed. I can't tell you how many days, nights, hours, minutes I prayed. I actually just got out of a detox bath, and, all I could do was pray, because another thing that narcissists love to do to keep from taking accountability is they like to over exaggerate a story, to make their target look like the villain, when in reality, it's their little acts and lacks of kindness and empathy and support and love that's really the most damaging thing. Now, mind you, again, I can't speak on nothing that I haven't gone through, and excuse me. And yeah, I've had anger issues in my past and things of that nature, but going through the healing, it's only been stemmed from people not giving me the same support and love and energy as I've been giving to them. So it boils up, and especially when you're close with someone. If you're living with someone, if you're in a relationship with someone, that's supposed to be your road dog. That's supposed to be your best friend. You know what I'm saying? So you automatically become selfless, and you shower them with all that, expecting, well, not saying expecting, but yeah, expecting. If you feel like that's your twin flame, if you feel like you're aligned, you're expecting that same energy in return. And I ain't get it. No matter how hard I tried, no matter any different routes of communication, whether I spoke softly, I'm pretty sure you can tell I ain't no hard dude. But I do get busy if I feel like I'm tried. You know what I'm saying? So, practicing different forms of communication and, showing a positive perspective of things when a narcissist is choosing the negative route, that is mentally draining. And, no matter what you do, they're always going to find a negative outlook on things. And another thing that I just want to make mention that a narcissist will do is do what we call a smear campaign. I think I mentioned that earlier. I don't know. I'm freestyling it. But a smear campaign is where they will go on social media or reach out to your family, happened to me, or reach out to their family and make you look like the bad guy. And, my parents have been married for 55 plus years. And I'm, my dad's twin just as much as King is my twin. So I know that relationships, you go through the highs, you go through the lows, arguments are going to happen, disagreements are going to happen, but for that smear campaign to happen and you just portray a person as being the villain over and over and over again, and to take that to that person's family or to your family and over exaggerate a story to make you look so bad to the point where the people aren't even asking you, well, what did you contribute to making anything better? Because all I'm hearing right now is you just speaking negatively, but we've literally watched this relationship unfold and we've seen the efforts that the other party has put in. The other party has put in to make the relationship better. You don't get that out of those people because the narcissist has literally painted you out to be an abuser, mentally, emotionally, just completely dragging you through the mud to keep from taking any form of accountability. And it takes a strong individual to know who you are. And I'm speaking to if you're dealing with the narcissist and you're a target. But to know who you are as a person, as a soul, and to really understand that their actions has nothing to do with you, but has everything to do with them. And it's really a sad situation to be in because it's uncurable. No matter if you go to a therapist, all they're going to do is deflect and, make that target still be the reason. They'll even flip it on the therapist, I've read. You know what I'm saying? And make the therapist even question them as being a narcissist. They're very manipulative and, charming. Trust me. Sell a Ferrari and really a Pinto. But, definitely selling dreams and things of that nature. But, you want so badly for them just to wake up and say, listen, you got a character flaw and I need you to address this so we can be better. And they just ain't having it. It's you, only you the reason for everything. You the reason I'm hurting. You're the reason I'm this. You're the reason I'm that. And you can literally sit there and say, listen, I've been to therapy. Listen, I've been to church. I've meditated. I've done everything under the sun to make things better on my end. And you're still trying to paint me out as the bad guy. And you're still trying to paint me as the villain. And I'm showing you my heart. I'm showing you everything that I have. And it don't add up. It don't amount up to shit. Because once they've got it in their minds that it's you and you the reason why I'm hurting and all of this other, that's it. Nothing you say, nothing you do can alter that. And it's a personality disorder. It's a mental disorder that I really want to raise awareness on. And another key note, everybody, if you've gone through childhood trauma like I have, if you've gone through adulthood trauma like I have, everybody has some form of narcissistic personality disorder. I've heard it from therapists that I've talked to. I've seen it on enough YouTube videos. So majority of the people possess it, but not to an all-time high to where they can't right their wrongs. You know what I'm saying? We're all here on earth to really be better humans. So, if people point out those character flaws as your anger or, just showing simple compassion or support or anything of that nature, you naturally want to do whatever you can to make the situation better. But a narcissist at its all-time high, they're not going to do anything. You're going to be the victim. You're going to be the villain. You're going to be the root of all issues that is bearing with them. And you really have to be a strong person to navigate through that, to understand, and to just continue to pray for that person. And like I said, the first thing they're going to do is label you as the narcissist because they know that title well. Really strange how they know that title well and immediately puts it on people. And the reason why I'm saying that is because not only has it happened to me, I've read it, I've seen it. This is an ongoing cycle with the narcissist. So, and I hate even saying that word because the word is just fucking ugly if you ask me. Narcissist. One is just ugly, and two, when you're dealing with one and you're as in love with that person as I am, as I was, you know what I'm saying? You want so badly for them to just do better and to just be better and to just really just take some form of accountability. But there's nothing that you can do. You can only pray, give it to God, let God handle it. God move mountains. And I've seen the impossible become possible. I've been saying that a lot this year. So I really am a living testament to that. But I really just want to shed some light on that dirty, ugly word. I really wanted to get this off my chest. And we're going to close it out with a positive outlook. And I just want to say to those who have gone through narcissistic abuse, to those who are trying to overcome it, take it one day at a time. Continue to pray for that person, because I know you probably still have love in your heart. Continue to pray for that person. Continue to pray for their healing. But focus solely on you. That's all you can do, is just focus solely on you, who you are, who you're growing to be. Gain a better understanding of who you are as a person. And, meditate. Go get grounded in some grass and some plush grass, and go walk around, go get in nature. Say your affirmations. That's really big. I am whole. I am not who people paint me as. I am a king or queen. I am enough. I am loved. The universe loves me. So on and so forth. Just so you can continue thriving through the madness. And yeah, and go no contact. It's been hard for me to do, because I've been fighting. I've been really fighting for my family, and because I come from it, so that's all I've ever wanted. But it comes a time where you have to fight for yourself too, and you have to really stand up for yourself, and you have to really know who you are as a person, to know that the smear campaign, the misdiagnosing of you being a narcissist, all of that is just a deflection. And all of it is really just them projecting what they possess onto you. And again, these are individuals that we love and we care about and we want to walk with us through life. But I believe in signs. I believe in, everything happening for a reason. And if I didn't see this character trait, I wouldn't have been on the process of healing me as a person, being a better father and being a better protector for my child, and just really putting my best foot forward, because I can't tell y'all the depression that has came with it. I can't tell you the anxiety that has came with it. It has been overbearing, and I've had to really navigate and ask for support from my family, from my close friends, love on my child a lot more. Well, now that's a whole nother video that we'll get into. But, just really see the positive outlook in things, and not let this one scenario completely run my life. So hopefully this video shows that that you aren't alone if you're going through narcissistic abuse, and that there is healing after the storm of it. I know right off the bat it still is. But there's healing behind that. And there's a positive outlook in every negative situation. So your boy just wanted to pop in, talk about this ugly word, really, state my truth, get it off my chest so I can continue my healing process and continue to pray and, for my family. And, just carry myself onward and upward. You know what I'm saying? So I love you guys. I promise to tap back in, get more videos out there, and hopefully this helps someone just as much as this will help me. And I love you guys. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. It's your boy Jamar, man, and thank you for tuning in, and nobody gave us a handbook. I'm out.